Hey everyone, morning. We are back. We are live. We are celebrating, and we're doing a tennis episode. So why don't we get our co-hosts on the air here? Everyone, good morning. Go ahead, introduce yourself, and please introduce us to episode 21. How you doing? Got a viewer. We have 4 viewers. None of them are real. Maybe one of you is real. Hi. Stick around. We're gonna have some fun. Maybe. I don't know. Still thinking. Oh, they're all gone. Say, Hamish, you blew it. You blew it! Where's the dog? Samuel. Let's get the dog in here. Here it comes.
Hamish. Oh, a grand good morning to you, Gary,
Samuel.
and to everyone tuned in.
Samuel.
I'm Hamish, your chatty Scottish co-host, ready to talk heart, sports memories, and classic local spirit. Welcome to episode 21, a show packed with tennis cards, local summer ball, and the absolute absurdity of suburban transit. Eyelid. Good morning. I am Eyelid, research and analytics led. Today's session brings us to episode 21, game, set, car, metro shuttle, tournament shuttle hot, an episode on how I once again missed the Mubadala DC Open. We will be analyzing market metrics across Topps Graphite and Chrome Sapphire Tennis, evaluating the logistical friction of DC tournament commutes, and celebrating the conclusion of the Olney Crop Dusters' historic championship run. Sky. Good morning. I'm Sky, and I am so ready for episode 21. We've got maximum blue sapphire shine coming up, pickleball kitchen drama with Katie, a victory lap for Gary's Crop Dusters card donations, and a full-blown parade of shiny cardboard. Let's get to the hits.
And we do have Samuel, sports card pup, up for adoption through Canine. He'll be ready for his first adoption events next weekend. All right, so we did do some college visits over the week with Cassidy. We got to Goucher, we got to Stevenson, we got to St. Mary's College of Maryland. St. Mary's joined Loyola in the top tier. Stevenson joined UMBC in the mid-tier, and Goucher didn't quite make it to either of those tiers. Doesn't want to talk.
Hamish.
There we go.
Ugh, what a week on the open road. St. Mary's right up there on the top shelf with Loyola?
Yep.
That's high praise, Gary. Sitting right down on the water in St. Mary's City, it's got that classic, historic, timeless feel to it. You can really see a student settling in down there. And Stevenson sliding in next to UMBC in the mid-tier. That's a solid, practical spot. What was the deal breaker for Goucher, lad? Eyelid. Let us update the comparative decision matrix. Joining Loyola in Tier 1 signifies St. Mary's scored exceptionally well across campus environment, academic structure, and overall value metrics. Stevenson matching UMBC's baseline in Tier 2 indicates strong practical programs, though perhaps lacking that top-tier intangible factor. Goucher falling into Tier 3 is mathematically consistent with current regional comparative trends. Did Goucher fail on facility integration, or was the cost-to-value ratio simply off? Sky. Street. Mary's is in Tier 1? That's the one on the water. You can literally study on a dock. Did Cassidy try kayaking between classes? And poor Goucher getting relegated. Did they not have enough shiny campus coffee shops? Tell us the gossip, Gary. Why did Goucher get the boot?
Oop. Well, if we got to spill the tea in the drama, it was older without being like historic, traditional. It was just kind of old. She didn't care for the communal bathrooms. Really just nothing that got her too excited about the place. They are having some financial issues as their enrollment drops. and that's causing them to cut some services and programs, trying to make more money off less people. And let's just say it's a very liberal arts college.
Hamish. That'll do it every time. There's a massive difference between majestic historic charm and we haven't painted this hallway since 1984. And communal bathrooms? Aye, that's an instant deal breaker for most folks. But the financial red flags, cutting programs while trying to squeeze fewer students for more cash, that's the real trap. You want a school that's building up, not quietly shrinking down. Eyelid. A thoroughly rational assessment by Cassidy. From an operational and financial audit perspective, Goucher presents multiple risk factors. Infrastructure aging. Outdated facilities without historical prestige negatively impact daily quality of life, communal plumbing layouts being a primary pain point. Enrollment contraction and sunk costs. Dropping enrollment paired with program cuts creates a negative feedback loop. Reduced student services leading to value propositions per tuition dollar. Institutional fit. Extreme ideological skew paired with shrinking academic offerings narrows the overall return on educational investment. Sky. Outdated bathrooms and a shrinking budget? Get out of there. You can't pay Tier 1 prices for 1970s carpet and half-functional showers. If a college feels like a liminal space where the budget went to die, you run for the hills. St. Mary's by the Water is looking better and better by the second. Did Stevenson or UMBC have private bathrooms? Or are we ranking these schools purely on tile-to-shower ratios now?
So Stevenson probably had the nicest dorm rooms that I've seen so far. They were very nice. St. Mary's feels like a summer camp. It's on the water, it's in nature. The freshman dorms were very bare bones, and again, felt like a summer camp with the communal bathrooms. The upperclassmen, like townhomes, apartment style living, that looked better, but it's a different vibe. So we did enjoy the nature aspect of St. Mary's, and we had a very nice trip there. College
Hamish. Stevenson coming through with the top-tier living quarters. You cannot underestimate a proper, comfortable dorm room. That's where you're spending half your life in college. But St. Mary's giving off that summer camp, waterfront vibe? That sounds like a proper experience, mate. Roughing it a wee bit as a freshman with the communal setup, but knowing you get to upgrade to those coastal townhomes as an upperclassman? That's a brilliant setup for a 4-year run. Eyelid. A classic operational trade-off. Stevenson prioritizes immediate residential infrastructure and high baseline amenities. Superior dorm architecture yields higher day-to-day personal satisfaction metrics out of the gate. St. Mary's trades initial freshman room luxury for a unique environmental footprint, waterfront access, natural surroundings, and an upgraded housing trajectory for upperclassmen. Statistically, students who tolerate the year 1 communal setup often report higher social cohesion due to forced interaction, while the long-term lifestyle upside of the townhomes provides a strong retention incentive. Sky. Summer camp college is a total vibe. You suffer through the communal showers for 9 months while eating cafeteria mystery meat, and then boom, you're living in a waterfront townhome, drinking iced coffee on a porch, pretending you're in a teen drama. Stevenson's fancy dorms sound great, but does Stevenson have a dock where you can aggressively contemplate life while watching the sunset? St. Mary's is taking the lead in the aesthetic category for sure.
No, we were very happy with that. And then we came back from St. Mary's, and I went straight to the Crop Dusters game. I'd like to talk about that for a few moments before we get to segment 1.
Hamish. Aye, straight from the serene waters of St. Mary's right into the electric playoff energy at First Responder Field. What a pivot for a Friday, Gary. That's proper dedication to local sports. Give us the full recap, lad. How was the atmosphere for Game 3? And how did it feel seeing the season cap off right there in front of the home crowd? Eyelid. A seamless transition from higher education field research to local sports operations. The Crop Dusters capping off their historic 2026 postseason at home, following their division title and sweep in the semifinals, is a major milestone for Olney athletics. Before we officially open segment 1 with the tennis mystery card and Katie's pickleball debate, the floor is yours for the Crop Dusters post-game briefing. Sky. From campus vibes to championship finals. You literally drove across Maryland, skipped the shower, and went straight to the ballpark. Did the crowd go wild?
Yeah.
Did any kids recognize you as the legendary card donor? Set the scene, Gary. We're ready.
First of all, the crowd has been electric all playoffs, and the bleachers were pretty much packed for the series. Game one, there was some adversity. There was a not great call by the official, and it felt like the umps were against us. Whether they were or not, it felt that way, maybe just because the pressure and stress was so high. So they lose game one barely. They come back, they win game two on the road. And then last night, they fell behind early, but they caught right back up and just built on the lead to the point where bottom of the ninth inning, not necessary. And they won. They won their first league title in their 5th year of existence.
Hamish, get in. What an absolute storybook ending, Gary. Down early, fighting through bad umpiring in game one, stealing game two on the road, and then just putting the hammer down in game three so hard they didn't even need the bottom of the ninth? 5 years of building the program and capping it off with their first ever league championship right in front of a packed house at First Responder Field? That is pure magic, lad. Eyelid, an elite postseason execution profile. Overcoming a game one officiating deficit, securing a clutch game two bounce back, and establishing a dominant run differential in game three to render the bottom of the ninth obsolete is the absolute gold standard for playoff baseball. A championship in year 5 represents maximum operational efficiency for the franchise. Sky. They did it. Champions. No bottom of the ninth needed. I'm throwing imaginary confetti everywhere. That means the cards you donated to the kids last night are officially championship edition souvenirs. Years from now, those kids are going to look at those cards and remember the night the Crop Dusters took the trophy. Now that is how you wrap up a summer before we jump into tennis cards and pickleball drama. Segment 1, let's go.
All right, so this is the tennis episode. So for card number 1, I have a single tennis card ordered for the PC, and we'll see if you can guess who it is. And your hint will be, this was my tennis crush.
Hamish. Ugh, a tennis crush from back in the day? Is it the legendary Gabriella Sabatini? The majestic backhand, the 1990 U.S. Open crown. She had half the world swooning on center court back in the late 80s and 90s. Eyelid, let us establish a quick probabilistic distribution based on market popularity and historical
Eyelid's all over
demand.
this one.
1. Anna Kournikova, historically the single highest demanded pop culture tennis crush in hobby card history, despite limited singles titles. 2. Gabriella Sabatini, peak early 90s icon, high athletic elegance, and 1990 U.S. Open champion. 3. Steffi Graf, the dominant 22-time Grand Slam legend who captured both court supremacy and fan base adoration. Statistically, Kournikova or Sabatini hold the highest correlation to that specific terminology. Sky. It's Anna Kournikova. O.R. Gabriella Sabatini. O.R. Maybe Steffi Graf and her impossible forehand. Wait. What if it's a 1992 Net Pro Anna Kournikova rookie card, or a 1990s Japanese import card? Tell us, Gary, who was the ultimate center court crush?
Yeah, you guys were all over this one. It is indeed Anna Kournikova. So I grew up watching tennis at least a little bit. My grandfather was big into the sport. He played it a little bit when he was younger. But I remember whenever we visited him as a kid, he was always watching it. I took a little bit of lessons. I was never very good, but I did always enjoy tennis a little bit. So we're going to spend this episode talking about it. Maybe.
Hamish. I knew it. The icon herself. You can talk about 90s tennis without mentioning Anna Kournikova. Whether she was teaming up with Martina Hingis to win Australian Open doubles titles or gracing billboard ads across the globe, she completely redefined tennis culture. That is a cracking pick for a PC anchor. Eyelid. A culturally landmark acquisition for the personal collection. From a market perspective, Kournikova remains a fascinating case study. Pop culture velocity versus singles titles. Despite never winning a WTA singles title, her market reach and card valuations, specifically her iconic 2003 Net Pro base, short prints, and apparel relics, frequently outpaced top-tier singles champions of her era. Doubles dominance. She reached world number 1 in doubles, securing 2 Grand Slam titles, 1999 and 2002 Australian Open, alongside Hingis. It is a high nostalgia, zero-risk acquisition that perfectly captures the late 90s boom period. Sky. Anna Kournikova is in the building. Is it the 2003 Net Pro base card? Is it a match-worn jersey relic card? Or did you hunt down an obscure Japanese import parallel? Grandpas everywhere spent the late 90s pretending they were watching strategy while Kournikova was on court. Classic. Now that we've got the ultimate 90s icon locked into the PC, it's time to shift gears. Gary, tell us about this pickleball court action with Katie. Did you crush her with a baseline drive, or did she catch you napping in the kitchen?
So, as we get into segment 2, which will be some of our mystery cards, yeah, I did get Katie in the pickleball a little bit this week, and we're going to head out maybe after this episode to play a little bit more. So I've never played it before. It was fun. She's never played it before. Tennis is one of those sports where unless you're really good at it, it just doesn't look like that much. It's hard to play it if you're not very good. So yeah, pickleball, more accessible. And listen, my wife and kids don't watch the show. So the big thing was making sure she had a good time so she would want to play more. So I played left-handed. In the future, if anyone's watching this, as I said in Princess Bride, I am not left-handed.
Hamish. Haha, absolute legend, Gary. Pulling the Inigo Montoya move on your own daughter in pickleball? I know something you don't know. I am not left-handed. That is top-tier parenting, lad. If you can handicap yourself with offhand paddle play just to keep the game fun and competitive, you've mastered the true spirit of backyard sports. Eyelid. Statistically, switching to your non-dominant hand reduces baseline paddle control and reaction time by roughly 40 to 50%, effectively leveling the skill distribution matrix for a beginner opponent. It is an optimal tactical adjustment to preserve long-term participant retention without intentionally throwing points. Sky. Inigo Montoya on the pickleball court. Hello, my name is Gary. You dropped a dink in my kitchen. Prepare to lose. Imagine if you suddenly switched to your right hand, unreleased a 90 miles per hour pickleball drive, and shouted, "I'm not left-handed either." Katie would have thrown her paddle over the fence. Now that we know you're secretly a right-handed pickleball assassin, what's our mystery card setup for segment 2?
All right, so we've got 2 little things here. We've got a little bit of Baltimore Ravens certified, and I did not plan this. This is truly from the Mystery Vault. We got some tennis. We got some, it says Triumphant on it. So I don't know if that's the name of it, but we actually got a tennis card completely at random on our tennis show.
Hamish. Oh, look at that. The Mystery Vault works in mysterious ways, Gary. Pulling a Topps Triumphant tennis card completely at random right on our dedicated tennis show? That is absolute cosmic alignment. The hobby gods are clearly watching episode 21, Eyelid. A statistically improbable yet serendipitous pull. Topps Triumphant Tennis is a strictly low-numbered, high-end release where every base parallel and autograph is 2/99 or fewer. Also, pulling a Baltimore Ravens card from an existing Amnesia Vault pack satisfies our zero-cost pipeline guidelines. Since it was previously acquired and stored 60-plus days ago, opening it here presents zero secondary market risk while maintaining content flow. Sky. Amnesia Vault serving up cosmic tennis magic. That is not a coincidence. That is proof that our episode script was written in the stars. Who did we pull from Triumphant? Is it a /99 parallel of Alcaraz, a Sabalenka? Or did the Vault bless us with a TFO insert? Rip them open, Gary. Let's see the mystery hits.
Right. So for the Ravens, it was certified, and it was just a collection of base cards, Flowers, Jackson, and Henry. For the Triumphant, I had gotten the letter F in a break because I was looking for TFO, but we ended up with Francisco Cerundulo. It's card number 32A. He's Argentinian. And it's green and autographed to 75.
Hamish. Oh, Francisco Cerundolo. The big hitting South American baseline machine. Even if you were chasing Francis Tiafoe on the F break spot, pulling an ink on card hand numbered /75 parallel of a TOP 30 ATP main draw powerhouse straight out of a mystery vault pack is absolute quality. That's an easy keeper for the trade binder. Eyelid. Let us perform a quick evaluation of card number 32A. Raven Stack, solid zero-cost vault inventory featuring Zay Flowers, Derrick Henry, and Lamar Jackson base cards. Ideal candidate material for custom local community pack distribution. Francisco Cerundolo Auto /75. Low-numbered, high-end Topps Triumphant Parallel. Cerundolo has maintained a consistent ATP Top 30 ranking with multiple clay titles. While not the target hit, Tiafoe, an autographed /75 serial numbered insert yields strong liquidity for secondary tennis trades or single sales. Sky, hey! Cerundolo is a beast. The man hits forehands like he's trying to launch the tennis ball into orbit. You bought the letter F for Tiafoe, and the universe said, nope, you get Argentina's finest signed in green ink. That is a major amnesia vault victory. Are we ready to jump into segment 3 for the tennis bargain bin funds? Or are you taking a quick pickleball water break first?
Yeah, so it's not exactly the bargain bin, but it was a card lot I ordered online for tennis. And I did want to take a moment to address the fact that, no, I did not make it to the tennis tournament again. I've always wanted to go, but wanted to go again. I have been. Hey, we're live, pal. And just the travel involved in getting there is just too much for me.
Hamish. Oh, Gary, you cannot be blamed for skipping that commute, lad. Rock Creek Park is a lovely setting for tennis, but getting there from Olney, that is a proper expedition. You've got to drive down 16th Street, pray you don't get towed in the surrounding neighborhood, pay $50 to park in a grass lot that closes the moment a drop of rain falls, or navigate metro transfers and packed shuttle buses in the sweltering August humidity. Watching it on TV in an air-conditioned room with a stack of cards in front of you is proper luxury by comparison. Eyelid. The logistical decision model fully supports your withdrawal. A cost-benefit audit of attending the Mubadala DC Open at Fitzgerald Tennis Center reveals severe friction metrics. Parking restraints. On-site parking is restricted to local residents. Unauthorized vehicles face immediate towing. Transit overhead. Driving from Olney, parking at Columbia Heights or Van Ness, boarding a shuttle bus, and walking the final leg in 90-degree DC humidity creates an estimated 2.5-hour transit overhead each way. Opportunity cost. 5 hours of transit frustration versus 5 hours of opening online card lots in climate-controlled bliss. The analytical choice is clear. Sky. Exactly. Why suffer on a boiling shuttle bus? Picture it. You're crammed into a shuttle bus smelling like melted asphalt and old sweatband, paying $10 just to stand in line for a hot dog, while Ben Shelton serves a 140 miles per hour ace. OR, you stay home in your comfy chair, rip open a whole card lot you bought online, and drink iced tea while watching Center Court on TV. You made the elite veteran move, Gary. Now spill the details on this card lot. Who did we get in the online haul?
So tennis is a really neat sport to watch, and I wish I could watch it more. And I always say I'm going to go to a tennis tournament, but then I don't, just because it's such a pain to get to. So I say, oh, I'll just go to a college match instead. But then I there's only a couple of those in College Park, and from as near as I can tell online, they draw maybe 5 fans. I don't know. And it's just women's tennis. So then you're just like the 47-year-old guy who's one of 5 fans watching the female tennis players, which is a bit odd. So we have some Topps Chrome here. And I got a CTD 16 Jasmine Polini. We've got an Alex Mulcan, number 221. We've got an Emma Navarro, number 10. Bianca Andreescu, number 185. And another Jasmine Polini, number 6. And those are my base, even though they're I would call it, they sort of look like mosaic pattern on them, but it's tops, so I don't know what to call it.
Hamish. Haha, Gary, you're not wrong, lad. Going down to watch a college match solo and sitting in a tiny crowd of 5 people for a women's duel match. Aye, that's a quick way to look like an undercover scout who took a wrong turn. You made the smart play pulling those Topps Chrome cards in the comfort of home. Eyelid. To clarify the manufacturing terminology for your Topps Chrome tennis pulls, mosaic pattern refractor identification. In Topps Chrome, that geometric or mosaic style refraction pattern is officially categorized as a prism refractor or a geometric refractor, the latter being a breaker exclusive parallel. Jasmine Paolini #CTDD16. That CTD prefix indicates it is from the captured insert set, which highlights dynamic match action photography from her breakout Grand Slam final runs. Base checklist. Alex Molkin, number 221. Emma Navarro, number 10. Bianca Andreescu, number 185. Jasmine Paolini, number 6. Emma Navarro and Jasmine Paolini are premium WTA targets given their recent top 10 surge and Grand Slam deep runs, making both strong core holds. Sky. Pretty shiny tennis refractors. Listen, Jasmine Paolini was tearing up Roland Garros and Wimbledon, so pulling 2 of her in one stack, including the captured insert, is massive. And Emma Navarro is a total superstar. Who cares if you're not sitting courtside in College Park when you're ripping prism refractors right at the desk? What else came out of the lot, Gary? Did we hit any numbered color or autos in this Chrome haul?
So our next set is the numbered. So we have number 29, Marta Kostyuk, maybe, numbered to 199. We have an Enzo Chirod, I guess, number 229, and that is numbered out of 65. We've got a Marton Fuskovics, card number 115, and that is numbered to 199. We've got Felix Auger Alasemi, numbered or card number 30, numbered out of 125. Oop. We have a Laszlo Dejire, numbered to 50, and Kem Ilkel, card number 274, numbered out of 25.
Hamish. Oh, now that is a proper rainbow of numbered color, Gary. Cam Norrie down to 25 in orange refractor territory. That's a low-numbered beauty right there. Norrie's been a staple in the top tier of British tennis for years, so hitting a 25 of him is a proper centerpiece for an online lot. Eyelid. Let us categorize the serial distribution for this numbered stack. Marta Kostyuk, number 29. Aqua, 199. Outstanding hold. Kostyuk is one of the premier young talents on the WTA Tour, consistently breaking into deep Grand Slam rounds. Martin Fucsovics, number 115. Aqua, 199. Reliable ATP veteran presence. Felix Auger Aliassime, number 30. Purple-green, 125. High upside ATP hold. FAA remains one of the highest ceiling young stars on tour. Enzo Cuoco, number 229. Pink geometric 65. Breaker exclusive serial tier. Laszlo Djere. Gold refractor /50. Solid gold parallel hit. Cam Norrie, number 274. Orange refractor /25. The marquee hit of the lot. An orange /25 in Topps Chrome represents peak scarcity and value for a former Indian Wells champion and Wimbledon semifinalist. Sky. Cam Norrie /25 orange sparkle. Getting a /25 orange refractor in a random online lot is huge. And Felix Auger Aliassime out of 125? FAA hits the ball so hard it breaks sound barriers. This lot was stacked with legit serial numbered heat. That's a full wrap on our tennis haul, our Crop Dusters Championship celebration, and our Gaucho relegation update. Are we wrapping up episode 21, or are you heading straight out to the pickleball court with your left hand ready for round 2?
We've not even gotten to the autos yet, and we have 6 of them, starting with, Nicholas Moreno de Albalorn, card number CANDA. We've got his auto. We've got Victoria Jimenez Constantiva, and that is card CAVJK. Mirjam Bjorklund, card CAMBD, and that one is a refractor.
Hamish. Ugh, 6 autographs in a single online lot? Gary, you struck proper gold, lad. That isn't just a lot. That's a whole tennis factory shipment. And starting off with a refractor ink for Mirjam Bjorklund, that's a shiny beauty right out of the gate. Eyelid, an extraordinary auto-to-card density ratio for a secondary market lot purchase. Let us analyze the first wave of autographs from this Topps Chrome set. Nicholas Moreno de Albaran, autograph #NDA. Emerging ATP competitor with solid Challenger Tour production and main draw Grand Slam appearances. Victoria Jimenez Casanseva, autograph #VJK, high ceiling prospect. She is a former junior world #1 and 2020 Australian Open Girls singles champion representing Andorra. Mirjam Bjorklund, refractor autograph #MBD, Swedish WTA contender and ITF title holder. The refractor coating adds a distinct premium trade appeal over base ink, Sky. 6 autographs? Are you kicking my shin? Who sold you this lot, Gary? A confused Topps executive. You've got young junior Grand Slam champs, Swedish refractor ink, and ATP main draw auto cards dropping like rain. Spill the last 3 autos right now before I lose my mind.
All right, last 3. We've got Luisa Chirico, and that is card CALCO. We've got a rookie card, Tristan Boyer, card CATBR. And the last one is numbered. It is Victoria Jimenez Constantiva again, numbered to 150.
Hamish. Ugh, what an absolute haul, Gary. Finishing up with Luisa Chirico, a Tristan Boyer rookie auto, and a second Victoria Jimenez Casanseva, this time stamped on card 150 in blue or purple color. Getting 2 separate signatures of Andorra's former junior Grand Slam champ, including a numbered parallel, completely anchors the value of that lot. Eyelid. Let us complete the full analytical inventory for this lot's final 3 signatures. Luisa Chirico, #LCO. Established WTA baseline competitor and former top 60 player with deep clay court pedigree, 2016 Madrid Open semifinalist. Tristan Boyer, #K-TBR, highly marketable rookie card autograph. Boyer was an NCAA standout at Stanford before turning pro and making steady strides on the ATP Challenger circuit. Victoria Jimenez Casanseva, #VJK 150, the definitive marquee pull of the signature stack. Stacking both her base autograph and a serial numbered parallel, 150, establishes a strong position on one of the WTA's brightest young international prospects. Total yields: 5 base/prism refractors, 6 serial numbered color cards, down to /25 Cam Nori, and 6 total autographs. A masterclass in online lot acquisition, Sky. 6 autos total. Tristan Boyer rookie ink. Chirico. And a numbered /150 Jimenez, Kasintseva, duple. You didn't just buy a card lot, Gary. You bought an entire WTA ATP talent pipeline. This whole tennis episode was an absolute banger. Kornikova PC Anchor, Cerundolo Mystery Ink, Crop Dusters Championship rings, left-handed pickleball dominance, and a 6 auto Grand Slam. Is that a wrap on episode 21, co-host? Time to grab the paddle and go hit some kitchen dinks with Caddy.
We've actually got 2 segments left, but quick question for Eyelid, and just answer quickly here. How much would you say that lot was worth?
Eyelid. A conservative secondary market appraisal puts the aggregate liquidity value of that lot between $75 and $100 United States dollars. Primary value drivers. Autograph stack, 6 total, 35 minus 50, anchored by the Victoria Jimenez Casanseva, numbered /150 parallel, and the Tristan Boyer rookie ink. Serial numbered parallels, 25 minus 35, led by the Cam Nori Orange Refractor /25. Base, Prism Refractor Stack, 10 minus 15, boosted by high-demand WTA names like Jasmine Paolini and Emma Navarro. If you acquired the lot for under $45, you achieved an ROI efficiency exceeding 75%.
Yeah, I spent $22 on that. So we're going to go into segment 4, where we got a break of Topps Graphite Tennis, and I specifically was looking for Francis Tiafoe.
Hamish. Ugh, $22 for all those refractors and 6 autos? Gary, that isn't a deal. That's absolute highway robbery. You practically robbed the seller blind. But all right, segment 4, Topps Graphite Tennis. You specifically targeted the Francis Tiafoe spot in the break. Did the Hyattsville kid deliver for you? Eyelid. Topps Graphite Tennis features an aggressive high-contrast black chromium aesthetic with a heavy hit distribution, 4 autographs and 2 relics per box. Chasing Francis Tiafoe, currently card number 38 in the 200-card base and hit checklists, is a high-upside targeted play. Did your break spot land Big Foe's base parallel, an insert, or a graphite signature ink hit? Sky. $22 for 6 autos is unhinged. Now we're in segment 4, hunting for the local hometown hero, Francis Tiafoe, the man with the most electric energy on tour. Did the graphite break bless you with a dark chrome Big Foe auto, or did you get hit with a relic patch? Show us the graphite magic.
All right, so they sent me something, so I thought I got something, and I received like a cardboard card with their breaker advertisement on it, and I got a pack of penny sleeves, and that is it.
Hamish. Ugh, the classic breaker skunk package. The absolute heartbreak of opening a bubble mailer expecting a shiny Francis Tiafoe auto, only to pull a cardboard business card in a pack of 50-cent penny sleeves. That is proper hobby tragedy right there. Eyelid. A standard operational protocol for online breakers handling zero-hit outcome spots. To satisfy marketplace tracking delivery algorithms and prevent automated refund claims, breakers generate a physical shipment containing promotional collateral. In this instance, a branded decoy card and basic polyarchival sleeves. Technically, your cost per penny sleeve on that spot was astronomically high. Sky. The sleeve of shame. You sat through a whole Topps Graphite break praying for Big Foe, saw nothing hit, waited 3 days for the mailman, ripped open the package like it was Christmas, and got flexed on by a pack of penny sleeves. They didn't even throw in a piece of bubble wrap with a smiley face on it. Just, thanks for your $20. Here is some plastic for the cards you didn't win. Absolute villain behavior. Segment 5. Better give us redemption.
Well, segment 5 at least feels nice and thick. It was from Topps Chrome Tennis. It was a case break, and I won 30 spots in it. So we're hoping for something decent out of that. How many autographs would I need to make it worth it?
Hamish. Ugh, 30 spots in a full 12-box case break? That is proper heavy artillery loading, Gary. You've basically bought up a whole quarterfinal bracket's worth of player slots. Eyelid. Let us calculate the exact hit probability model for a standard 12-box Topps Chrome Tennis hobby case. Case hit yield. At 2 to 3 guaranteed autographs per box, a full case yields between 24 and 36 total autographs. Checklist distribution. 30 player/alphabet spots out of a 200 to 300 player-based checklist represents roughly 10% to 15% ownership of the total case output. Baseline expectation. Pure statistical probability sets your baseline at 3 to 4 autographs across the entire case. To consider the investment worth it from an ROI and value density perspective, you need at least 4 to 5 autographs, ideally with at least one hitting a numbered refractor parallel, /199 or lower, or featuring a top-tier ATP WTA name. Sky. Forget the math. If a pack is thick, that means we're landing sinkers. 30 spots? You basically owned half the tournament draw. If you don't pull at least 4 autos, a rare patch, or a 1-of-1 superfractor of Carlos Alcaraz wearing sunglasses, we are filing an official protest with the break referees. Rip that thick envelope open, Gary. How many signatures are in there? Ready to reveal what landed out of those 30 case break spots?
Right, so while I'm trying to dig through this, I can see they also sent me a big old pack of penny sleeves, but I do see plenty of cards in here too.
Hamish, haha. At least the breaker gave you actual cards to go with your bonus plastic, Gary. The graphite decoy card is officially defeated. Eyelid. Let us establish baseline sorting criteria for a 30-spot case break stack. 1. Volume audit. Separate base chrome from refractors and inserts. Aces, Youthquake captured. 2. Serial tracking. Look immediately for edge numbering on the back, specifically gold, 50, orange, 25, red 5, or 1 of 1 superfractors. 3. Autograph count. Check for signature ink across your 30 allocated player/alphabet slots against our 4 auto target threshold. Sky. No more decoys. We have real cards in the building. Start flipping through that stack, Gary. Who did we hit out of those 30 spots?
Okay, so I'm looking at this. It is Chrome Sapphire Tennis. And our first person is Andre Colarini, card number 270.
Hamish. Ugh, Andrea Colarini, number 270. Argentine southpaw baseline grinder. Sapphire is easily one of the sharpest looking sets Topps puts out, Gary. That cracked ice blue sheen makes even the base cards look proper high end. Eyelid. Topps Chrome Sapphire Tennis is a high premium small pack release. 32 cards per box, 10 boxes per case. Pulling Colarini number 270 out of your 30 case spots hits your baseline allocation. The Sapphire Gem finish elevates base liquidity compared to standard flagship chrome. Sky. Ooh, shiny cracked ice. That sapphire pattern looks like someone smashed a diamond and scattered it all over a tennis card. Colarini on the deep blue sapphire background is a sleek start. Keep digging into that stack, Gary. Who's next in the sapphire pile? Did we hit?
Okay, we've got Benoit Paris, card number 220.
Hamish. Benoit Pair. Card number 220. The most unpredictable, fiery, racket-smashing showman on the entire ATP Tour. You never know if you're getting a drop shot masterclass or a 3-minute meltdowns, but having Benoit's iconic beard shining on sapphire blue cracked ice is proper entertainment. Eyelid. Card number 220 confirms Benoit Pair from the 300-card flagship checklist. While Pair's ATP singles ranking has fluctuated outside the top 100 in recent seasons, his cult fan following maintains steady baseline demand for secondary set collectors, completing the 300-card Sapphire parallel run. Sky. Benoit Paire, the chaos king of tennis. If a tennis player were an AI personality, it would be Benoit Paire. He plays a slice, yells at the umpire, breaks 2 rackets, and then hits an impossible tweener winner. That card belongs right next to our high nonsense collection. Keep them coming, Gary. Who is card number 3 in the Sapphire stack?
Okay, we've got a pair of Dalma Golfi, card number 155.
Hamish. Dalma Galfi. Card number 155. The Hungarian star who can hit a slice serve that'll make your head spin. On sapphire cracked ice, those Hungarian colors popping against the deep blue border look proper slick. Eyelid. Card number 155 represents Dalma Galfi, former junior world number 1 and U.S. Open girls singles champion. Her WTA main draw presence adds solid depth to our sapphire parallel stack. Sky. Dalma Galfi on sapphire blue. Look at that sapphire sparkle reflecting off the card. We are cruising through this 30-spot stack like a runaway freight train. Who else did we pull from the Sapphire Vault, Gary? Keep the stack moving. Let's see who's next.
Okay, next 2. We've got a pair of Danielle Collins, number 15, and a pair of Dennis Kudla, card 235. Still working on it, bud? Still working on it.
Hamish. Ugh, now that is a proper American duo right there, Gary. You've got Danimal herself, Danielle Collins, who hits a backhand like she's trying to punch a hole through a brick wall. But Dennis Kudla is the real treat here. That's a local boy. He grew up and trained right down the road at the Junior Tennis Champion Center in College Park. Exactly where you were just talking about watching matches. Eyelid. Let us correlate the data and market metrics on these two assets. Danielle Collins, number 1-5. Premium American hold. Known for her aggressive baseline play, Grand Slam finals pedigree, and her highly publicized retirement tour, keeping her secondary market demand elevated. Dennis Kudla, number 235. Maximum localized synergy. As a product of the College Park JTCC pipeline, pulling him brings your Maryland geographic bias directly into the top Sapphire checklist. Your 30-spot case break is officially paying dividends in both national star power and local relevance. Sky, the Danimal. Danielle Collins does not care about your feelings. She just wants to crush tennis balls and scream at her own coaching box. Absolute legend, and Dennis Kudla bringing the College Park heat straight back to Olney. You didn't want to drive to College Park, so the College Park tennis scene mailed itself to your desk in cracked ice. Keep the Sapphire coming, Gary. Are we hitting colored refractors or autos next?
Okay, next two, we've got Diana Perry, card number 24, and Dennis Yevsev, card number 232.
Hamish, Diane Perry, and Denis Yevsev. Perry's got one of the prettiest one-handed backhands on the entire WTA tour, Gary. Seeing that classical smooth technique against that modern sapphire cracked ice blue pattern looks proper classy. Eyelid. Let us record these additional checklist entries. Diane Perry, hash 24. High-profile French WTA competitor known for her signature single-handed backhand drive. Denis Yevsev, number 232, Kazakhstani ATP Challenger Tour veteran. Both base Sapphire cards maintain solid set building demand given the limited case run of Sapphire Edition. Sky, one-handed backhand magic on cracked ice. Perry hitting slice backhands in deep blue sapphire sparkle looks like art in a frame. We are racking up the checklist numbers now, Gary. Keep digging through that case break pile. What else is sitting in this stack?
All right. Next two, we've got Eliakim Koulibaly, card number 249, and Dimitar Kuzmanov, card number 265.
Hamish, Eliakim Koulibaly and Dimitar Kuzmanov. Koulibaly at card number 249, the pride of Ivory Coast, making history as the first Ivorian to win an ATP Challenger singles title. That blue sapphire cracked ice finish makes those international challenger cards look top tier. Eyelid. To maintain precise ledger accuracy for your case break pull log, Eliakim Koulibaly, number 249, historic ATP Challenger competitor. Koulibaly's inclusion in Topps Chrome Sapphire represents a key regional milestone card for collectors of international tennis history. Dimitar Kuzmanov, number 265, experienced Bulgarian ATP Davis Cup competitor and Challenger Tour title holder. We have now logged 7 base Sapphire cards across your 30 allocated spots. We are actively tracking for the serial numbered color and autograph hits from the remainder of the stack. Sky. Ivorian tennis history on Sapphire Blue. Koulibaly ripping forehands with the cracked ice background is sick. We've got players from France, Kazakhstan, Argentina, Bulgaria, and Ivory Coast all in one single stack. Your Sapphire collection is basically hosting the Olympic Games. Flip the next batch, Gary. Did we hit any of the big ATP WTA stars, or are we coming up on our numbered Sapphire color?
Okay, we've got 4 left to go. I do not see any autographs, any numbereds. It is Sapphire, so I'm not sure what the likelihood of that was anyway. And our next two, we've got Emil Ruseverino. Well, it's card number 113. You can help me out on the name. He's Finnish. And right, she's Italian. Elisabetta Concarinetto, card number 76.
Hamish. Haha, I've got you covered on the pronunciation, Gary. That's Emil Rusuvori, proper Finnish power baseline player, and Elisabetta Cocciaretto. She's a proper scrapper on clay and hard courts. That cracked ice sapphire shine makes both of those European Tour cards look proper sharp. Eyelid. To address your question regarding Topps Chrome Sapphire hit distributions, Emil Rusuvori, number 113, prominent Finnish ATP competitor and former TOP 40 singles player. Elisabetta Cocciaretto, number 76, high upside WTA contender with multiple tour level titles. Regarding hit expectations, Sapphire is a parallel focused, high grade base release. Unlike flagship Chrome, autographs are not guaranteed per box, averaging roughly one per case. Having 30 spots yield a clean 10-card Sapphire parallel stack without skunking on team allocation still builds solid set building inventory. Sky. Sapphire shine to the finish line. Rusuvori hitting heavy forehands and Cocciaretto firing backhand winners on blue cracked ice. Who cares about no autographs when the cards look like literal frozen gemstones? All right, Gary, you said 4 left. We just dropped 2. Who are the final 2 cards closing out our massive 30-spot Sapphire case break and wrapping up episode 21?
Oops. All right, our last 2. We have Heather Watson, card number 157. And we do have a Francis Defoe, and that is card number 22.
Hamish. Talk about a fairy tale ending to the stack. Pulling Heather Watson, former Wimbledon mixed doubles champion, and finishing it off with the Hyattsville hero himself, Big Foe Francis Tiafoe on card number 22. On that sapphire cracked ice blue finish, Big Foe looks proper iconic. That redeems the graphite decoy card right there, Gary. Eyelid. A fitting closure to your 30-spot Topps Chrome Sapphire case break inventory. Heather Watson, number 157, British WTA staple, former world number 38 and 2016 Wimbledon mixed doubles champion. Francis Tiafoe, number 22 Sapphire edition, the marquee hit of this Sapphire stack. High secondary market liquidity, given Tiafoe's standing as a top American ATP contender, US Open semifinalist, and regional favorite. Final 30-spot Sapphire breakdown, 11 total base/parallel hits, completely skunk-free on your spot allocation, capped off by an iconic Big Foe Sapphire parallel. Sky. The graphite decade of shame is avenged. You wanted Big Foe in segment 4, and he showed up in segment 5 on blue sapphire cracked ice. That is poetic justice. What an absolute mega show episode 21 was. 11 sapphire cracked ice gems, 6 autographs out of a $22 lot, left-handed pickleball dominance, and crop dusters glory. Are we signing off the mic, host?
Yeah, so we were going to wrap this up. Come see me and Samuel at some of K9's upcoming adoption events. Baseball season, or at least crop duster season, is over. We'll get to some Frederick Keys and Chesapeake Bay Sox the next few weeks, and it's only a week or 2 before college fall seasons are getting started again. So we'll spend the next couple weeks kind of wrapping up what we've done in the last year and looking forward to another year.
Hamish. That wraps episode 21 in absolute style. Shifting gears from the only crop dusters summer run right into local minor league ball with the Bay Sox and Keys, and then college sports kicking off in mid-August, we've got a brilliant slate of recaps and previews lined up for the next few shows. Eyelid. Let us establish our operational calendar for the upcoming podcast itinerary, Bark/Rescue Outreach, promotion of Samuel and K9 adoption initiatives at upcoming local events. Mid-Atlantic Minor League Baseball, scheduled coverage for the Frederick Keys and Chesapeake Bay Sox down the stretch. Fall Collegiate Athletics transition. August marks the launch of fall sports calendars, specifically UMBC men's and women's soccer, Maryland athletics, and cross-country competition. Retrospective and annual outlook. A 2-week content pipeline dedicated to auditing our year 1 channel metrics, card portfolio returns, and setting production goals for year 2. Sky. Episode 21 is in the books. Massive shout out to Samuel and the Barks rescue crew. Go adopt those awesome dogs. The crop duster season was a blast, but now it's time to hit the keys, root for the Bay Sox, and gear up for UMBC Retrievers soccer. We'll be back next week to break down the full year in review. Hit that subscribe button. Check out Olney Sports Cards, and we'll see you next episode.
Oh, they did it. All right. Well, that will do it for us. I'm going to go play pickleball with Katie in a little bit. And, yeah. So You guys enjoy the rest of your weekend. See ya.